The Aperture Field, a place for seeing clearly and thinking about what matters. This is Carrie Lamotte contemplating the written work From Purpose to Pattern. What if purpose isn't something we find, but something that becomes available when our lives align with who we are? Today I've been contemplating the concept of purpose. For a long time, I think I confused purpose with self-sacrifice. I lived inside a belief system that often led me to make choices that reduced my ability to simply be in order to serve what I understood as the greater good. And there was nobility in some of those choices, but there was also cost. Startups that needed certainty during stages of deep ambiguity. Causes that seemed to require self-sacrifice in order to be brought to life. Systems that needed someone to hold the bridge, absorb the pressure, or become the stabilizing structure before the structure itself existed. Over time, that created a quiet dissonance. The more I tried to be useful, the farther I sometimes moved from the actual pattern of my own being. And I'm beginning to wonder if that entire frame is backwards. What if our life's journey isn't about finding a singular purpose out there in the world? What if it's about bringing the core pattern of who we are, or the way we're built inside, into greater alignment with the way we work and live, relate, and express ourselves? What if the systems around us call forth certain patterns when those patterns are needed? And what if our task isn't to become the hero who saves the day, or the sacrificial lamb who makes the system possible, but instead to become a clear expression of the pattern we actually are, not through force and performance, but through coherence. Through the lens of light and camera, the aperture is the degree to which one's pattern of living permits one's pattern of being to participate in the evolution of the system. The aperture doesn't invent the light. It just becomes clear enough for the light to pass through in its particular shape. An aperture isn't just openness, it's aligned expression. And when the pattern of living doesn't match the pattern of being, the aperture itself is distorted. The signal bends, fragments, leaks, or becomes overmanaged. And that's when we feel the strain of having to make ourselves useful, because our usefulness is being rooted through effort rather than coherence. But when the pattern of living begins to match the pattern of being, something different happens. We become available, maybe not famous, rewarded, understood, or even necessarily seen, but available. And I wonder if availability may be the deeper word beneath purpose. Not what is my purpose, but what pattern am I, and how do I become available to the system without distorting myself? These notes are really an ongoing exploration, an attempt to make sense of the patterns, tensions, and transitions shaping the world around us and within us. If something here resonated with you or sparked reflections of your own, you can continue the conversation over at the Aperture Field on Substack. I'd truly love to hear what you're seeing too. Until next time, take good care of yourself and of the systems you're part of. Music by Pavel Bekarev.